Hello, Virgos. This is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. Happy New Year to all of you. You are the last sign that I am doing. I've been recording these for 3 days, and you are it. Saving the best for last. So, here we go. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you've made it through the chaos of the holidays flawlessly, and you are ready for this new year that is upon us, because 2019 is finally here. We have made it. Go ahead and pat yourselves on the back. It's not been easy getting here. 2018 has been pretty intense for most of us, and which is why when I was buying decorations for the table, the angels were encouraging me to get these little gift packages. And since I usually do what they're saying, because there's a reason, you have these beautiful little gift packages on the table. And they were saying that the reason is because 2019 is a gift for us. It's kind of like a gift from the divine as a job well done. Here you go. We've earned it after all this hard work and all this stuff that we've been doing. We've been putting it in. So you're here. 2019 is a gift. Get ready for blessings. Get ready for a lot of great things to come in. So big, huge thanks to everyone who has made donations recently. Lisa, Darnisha, Cindy, Meredith. Hopefully I've not forgotten anyone. If I have, apologies. Really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I know the holidays are not easy. We're already all strapped for cash. Some of us, especially, even more. I have not received a retirement check yet, even though I've been retired since November. It's not going to come until February or March. And adding that to holiday expenses, and we all have same things that we're going through. So the fact that you were able to make donations during the holiday season, it really means a lot to me. So thank you so much for your kind generosity. Also, huge thanks to everyone who's been with me through 2018. 2018 has not been easy for any of us. So thank you for all the new subscribers. Thanks for jumping on board with us. Thanks for going through the year together. For all of those who've been here the whole time. Wowza, we have been through it. Thank you so much. But get ready. 2019 is going to be amazing for all of us. Now, before I get started, when I was preparing for these readings 3 days ago, and I was praying and preparing, shuffling cards, Archangel Michael came in. He kept talking about love. And I was like, what? You want me to do the love readings? I thought we were going to wait and do those love readings in February, because they have something special in store for you guys with regards to some love readings that we're going to do in February. So come back. You'll get to hear all kinds of fun details about your love interest, love bug partner, whatever the case may be for you. But he kept talking about it, and I thought, well, do you want me to do that now? He said, no, I have a message for them. Get a pen and some paper. Okay. So I wrote down his message. I'm actually going to read it to you verbatim. Now, for those of you that have listened to multiple readings, do know all of the signs are going to have the same intros. They all are. Some people only listen to their sun sign and they move on. So to make sure everyone gets the messages, in the intros, everyone has the same intro. So if you are going to listen to your moon rising, you're going to listen to your love interests, you're going to do some cross-watching, and you're going to be watching multiple of these videos, just skip past the intro. That's all you need to do. Skip until you see me putting cards out, and then you'll be all set. So I'm going to go ahead and read this message for you real quick, again from Archangel Michael. Love is on the minds of many this month. However, use this time wisely. This brief reprieve to tie up all of your loose ends and prepare for what is to come. This is a downtime for you to ready yourself emotionally, physically, and spiritually, as well as ready your home and get your affairs in order, so you can make a clean break and move forward. We have much in store for you. Prepare now, because a month or so from now, you will be glad you did. Also, take time for you. Stop agreeing to obligations that you neither have time for nor wish to do. This is your time. Use it wisely. Ask us for help with clearing your schedule, helping with the matters at hand, or helping you say no. Ask and we shall help. We are very excited for what's to come. You should be as well. Wish upon a star, because your dreams are about to unfold. The rewards for hard work shall begin to arrive at this time. Get ready, as blessings abound unfold. We love you. You are not alone. Do not forget that. Ask and we shall show you we are with you. So hopefully that helps all of you. And give me 1 second. Apologies. If I have to take a drink, if I'm sounding congested, I am. You know, there's been this cold funk that, I had back in November, and now it's decided to come back for another visit. So apologies for any of that. But hey, I got the voice, it's still hanging in, so I can get through and get you guys this reading. So just be patient if I cough or it gets froggy for a moment. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Again, I will be listing the cards below. I'm not going to waste time going into what the cards are, but if you read below in the information box, you'll be able to see what all the decks are that we're going to be using today. And do keep in mind, this is your bottom of the deck. That's it. Okay. Do keep in mind that these readings are for a large number of people. So if you find, I'll fix them when we're done. If you find that, it's just really not resonating with you, go on ahead and listen. Bottom of the deck. Okay. 2. Okay. So go on ahead and listen to your moon or your rising sign. If you do not know what your moon or your rising sign is, go to Google. Google knows everything. Google's got it all. And this one too. Okay. Wow. Okay. Virgo, there's like switching stuff up on me. Okay, you get some bonuses. But I'm going to go ahead and put these up here. They're bottoms of the deck, but they're going to be part of the recommendations they're saying. But anyhow, if you don't know what your moon or your rising sign is, they had to remind me, where are we at? If you don't know what your moon or your rising sign is, go to Google. There's all types of astrologers. They offer free astrological charts. So just go to someone that's offering a free chart. And actually, we're going to go ahead and move these down here because we're going to end up needing some space, they're saying. Or some other sign that they did that with. Actually, I'm going to put them over here by me. You've seen them. I will pull them back out when the time comes, just so I don't have to keep reaching in front of the camera, so you guys don't have to keep seeing my big old arm. I'm going to put those right there. We will pull an angel answer card if I remember at the end, so stay tuned for that. This is your overall energy. We'll keep that there. Okay, so Virgo, what is going on for you in January? Dun, dun, dun. There is something you are not moving forward on. Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute. Your cards are jumping, Virgo, by the way. I was shuffling. I had cards flying out of the deck, falling on the floor. So I knew today was the time to do it. I was going to do it last night, but I was so tired. And I just, as a reader, and any of you that are readers out there that are listening, we have to be in the right place energetically for it. If it's just feeling energetically off, it's just off. It's just not meant to happen. So here I am last night. I'm hard charging. I've been at it for probably a total of 10, 11 hours. Just been recording these since the day prior. And I'm like, I am going to get this done. I'm going to get this done. And I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't your time, Virgo. You get to have an entire day all just to you, and then a bunch of editing and uploading. But today's your day. Today the cards were popping. I was feeling it. So they've got some good stuff in store for you today. Now, this card here on the bottom, this is, what was the purpose of 2018 for you? What was the big lesson, the big takeaway, the big thing that you learned in 2018 that will be setting the foundation for you in 2019? And you have the Sweat Lodge. And if you can see this, there's this bird. I'd like to say it's an eagle soaring above. Because when you make this transformation, you will have freedom. And you see this person, and they're walking in to this new chapter. They're walking into this light. Now, Native Americans, what they would do with Sweat Lodge, just give me 1 second. I'm going to get a sip of my Sick Chick tea, which for any of you with Starbucks, they have it. It's called the medicine ball. Get a drink of that real quick. Hopefully that'll clear me up so I don't sound so froggy for you. Better. Okay. So Native Americans, they would go into these sweat lodges, and what they would do is they would warm up these rocks. It was typically volcanic rock, and they would take them into the center of the teepee, of the tent, of the lodge, and they would go in there, and they would all sit in there, and then they would just start to profusely sweat. And they would sweat away sickness and illness and disease, toxic beliefs, toxic patterns, toxic behaviors. They would just let it all sweat out of them. They would just let it all get out. They would let it all fall away. You have not been happy with your life in 2018. They're saying some of you have not been happy with your life for some of you even up to this card, it's number 54. They're telling me 8 years. If you add 5 and 4, it's 8. No, it's 9. Why are they saying 8? Well, you do have an 8 there. Well, they're saying 8 years. So for some of you, you've not been happy with your life for 8 years. Some of you it could be 9. But you've not been happy. You're not happy with where things are. Okay, they're saying there might be a couple of you that's 9 years. That's the thing with the 9. But most of you, definitely not happy in 2018. A large number of you, you've not been happy the past 8 years. You're not happy where things are. You want things to change. Good news is 2019 is going to be giving you a second chance. This card is letting you know that life is now bringing you a second chance. Now, in order for you to grasp a hold of that second chance, you must allow yourself to go through this rebirthing. You must allow yourself to go into the sweat lodge and look deep, dig deep, everything good, bad, and ugly about yourself, so that you can release everything that doesn't serve you. Those toxic beliefs, patterns, behaviors, things that have happened, to just let that all fall away. Because once you do this, then you get this new beginning. Then you get to walk through this new door, this new light. Because a lot of you feel like if you look at the graphics of this card, it's just very dark. Until this figure walks through this doorway and it's bursting with light. So you have felt like life is heavy, life is dark. You're just not enjoying life. You're not happy with where it's at. You're not happy with where it's been. They're saying some of you aren't happy with things that you have done, choices you have made. But do keep in mind, that's the whole reason we come to Earth. We come here to learn things. We come here to grow and evolve and change. That's why we come here. So we all make mistakes. We all do things we're not proud of. We all do things that we wish we would have done differently, but that's the only way we learn. So the time has come to let that all go away, to forgive yourself, to dig deep, to release all of those things. Now, for a large number of you, because this is, again, what has laid the foundation for you to have success, to receive these gifts, to receive this second chance that you've done in 2018, that's now prepared you for 2019. So for most of you, 2018 has been a year where you have been going through it. You've been going through the dark night of the soul. You've been going through the healing, the transformation. Most of you are almost completely done. They're saying some of you are done. That'd probably be about 30% are done. You're ready because you went through it in 2018. Then they're saying about 50% of you or so, you're going to be finished with this in the next month, no later than February. And then that final 20% of you, you just started dipping your toes into it and really doing it at the very tail end of 2018, so you're just now starting it, but you'll catch up very quickly. But it's because you started this healing work, and you've either got it done, or you've got it nearly done, or you will have it done real fast. So for those of you that maybe you just started the healing deep in, they're saying for some of you it started around October, you will be complete by the springtime. It will go rapidly. So don't worry. If you jumped on board toward the tail end, you're only going to be a month or so behind everybody else. You're all good. It's all perfect timing. But they're saying pat yourselves on the back because you started. You did the work. Because you did the work, because you have been digging deep, you get gifts. You get new beginnings. You get fresh starts. Now, for January 2019, we have, I think you guys can still see that. Excellent. We have what's going to be happening for you the first half of January, what's going to be happening for you the second half of January. Now this card, I'm going to hold this upright so you can see the graphics, although of course it is reversed. This is the 8 of Spring. Traditional tarot, this would be the 8 of Swords. Now, at the bottom it says, stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events, or changes. So this really is about being super stressed because you've just got too much going on at once. You can't handle it. You know, it's just, you've got things popping. But this is upright, means you're successfully dealing with it. You're handling it very well. Things are rapidly changing, but you are on it. but it's reversed. So I get that things are not changing yet. You're not in this state of stress and such because of things changing. You are, however, in a state of stress because you know that when things begin to change, it is going to be rapid. It's going to be a lot at once. It's going to be a lot to take on. Oh, excuse me. So you know it's going to be a lot. But right now, it's kind of like you're in this lull right now. Almost like you haven't yet taken that leap. This is your overall energy. It is reversed for the month. It is the dreamer. This would be the Fool in traditional tarot. It is major arcana. At the bottom, it says, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. Now, again, this is your overall energy. So in the month of January, you want to take, and it's reversed, you want to take a leap of faith. You want to start down this new venture, start down this new road. You see here, she's got her stuff, she's got her pack on her back, she's ready to go, ready to follow this to her new beginning, new home, new start. She's got this dog. The dog's even pointing this in the right direction, like, look, that's the way you go, that's the direction. But she's just kind of like looking off to the side, mustering up the courage, mustering up the energy. And she's got this white rose representing innocence. So this new direction for some of you, it could be love, it could be someone that you return to, some relationship, someone where, you know, you are going to be coming from a state of innocence. And for some of you, they're showing me a white flag. So almost like you're going to be raising the white flag, be like, okay, let's put all of this past stuff to rest. And you have this cardinal above. And cardinals are all about power and hope and renewal and celebrations. So it's like they're saying, okay, and even like the cardinals pointing in the new direction. So it's like they're saying, okay, pay attention. It's time to go in this new direction. It's going to turn out well. It's going to be great. You're going to have things worth celebrating. Don't lose hope, because some of you are kind of like worried. Some of you have lost your hope. You don't think that this do-over is going to work. You don't think it's going to be successful, which is why you're just not walking down that path yet. You're afraid to do that. You're not ready to do that. You're not yet prepared to do that. You want to move forward. You want to have this new beginning. But this month you're just doing preparations because you're not yet ready. You want it, you're just not ready for it yet because you're still doing some of this work that's going on. Now, Virgo, look at you. So in all the readings, I've been using my one deck of clarifiers, which is my Fin de Sickles. But I've had my Lenormands prayed over, shuffled, and prepared the whole time, and they have not yet had me use them. You are the first group that I get to use them on. You're really special today. So I'm pulling clarifiers on the first half of January for you. You have the moon. Of course, this is dreams, intuition, nighttime things. Then you have choices, the path. Of course, this is making a decision, choosing between two things, which way to go. And then you have this wishing well. And this is, of course, your dreams coming true. This is also, digging deep, because with a well, you don't just drop the bucket down 1 foot and suddenly it comes out full with water. You typically have to drop it many feet. It could be 30 feet. I mean, you have to really drop the bucket. Come on, Miss Sally. You have to drop the bucket very deep to get the water, to get your reward. So that's where you're at. You're going deep to get this reward. But the first half of January, you aren't physically stressed because there's not something that you physically have to do at this point. You don't have a bunch of balls in the air that you're juggling at this time yet, because you've not yet made the choice to take action. Now, you are daydreaming about the new path that you want to go on. You're wanting to go from where you've been to the new. You are daydreaming about it. You are thinking about it. You want that. It is your dream come true. And they do keep saying it is daydreaming because a lot of you, it's now like consuming your thoughts. Like, I really want this. Oh my gosh, it's gonna fulfill me. It's gonna make me happy. That's this light I've been working so hard to get through. That's what I want. And you're thinking about it, and you're daydreaming about it, and you're thinking about it, but you're not yet taking action on it. And for most of you, that's because there's still this digging deep healing work that you have to do. Now, at the bottom of this deck, you have the Coffin. Now, in this deck, this is all about transformation. Okay. Ooh, we're going to get to find out what you're wanting to transform. Okay. So this Coffin, so this is at the bottom. This is your overall energy. There's something that you're wanting to transform. When you look at this card, whatever is at the bottom, at the feet, is what's over, what's dead, what is finished, what is not to be reconnecting. Whatever is at the head, which is the direction in which he's facing with his Ankh, that is what's going to be renewed. That's what's going to be restored. That's what's going to be transformed. Now, as far as for you with what's dead, what's over, you have the ring, the woman, and the anchor. So there is some relationship that you have been in that's over. It's dead. It's finished. And you're moving in a direction with someone new. So this is not the transformation. This is a relationship that you've been in. It's been somebody that you've been committed to. It does not have to be someone that you've been married to. It could be just a monogamous relationship. And that is over. That's finished. Because again, this is two paths. So this path that you've been on is the one that you are leaving that's done and over because you want to go into the future, the dreams where you're wanting to be, which is what's going to be transformed, which is dice, magnifying glass. Where's some people? That's funny. Look. Okay. So what's going to be transformed for you. Now do keep in mind, again, this is a general reading for a large number of people. So at this point, this is for a man. This is for a male. If you are not a man, but this is your story, go ahead and swap the sexes. So what's going to be transformed is you are going to take a risk. You're going to roll the dice. You don't know how well that's going to go because, you know how in the beginning they were saying how they were giving me this image of a white flag, like raising the white flag to just, it's okay, it's over. You've got a white rose to show innocence, innocent love, and just to like end the war, end the battle. So some of you, you're fearful that, okay, well, when I go in her direction, oh, how's it going to happen? Am I going to get poked? Is she going to scream at me? How's this going to work out? How's this going to go down? But you're going to take a gamble. You're going to take a risk. You're going to go for it, and you're going to go for it with someone that you haven't been focused on. And hence why it's a transformation. It's a second look. This is the magnifying glass. So you have, and if you can tell, actually there's even a woman here. That's a woman in a dress. But you haven't been focusing on her. You've been focusing on this other one. You have not, there we go. You have not been focused on her. You've been focused on someone else. But this is over. This is what's going to transform. This is what you're wanting to transform. And for a large number of you, it is with, this is the bear. This is like maternal. So this could be, can be mother, can be grandmother, but this is the mama bear. So for a number of you, this is transforming things, taking a risk with the mother of your children or the woman who will be the mother of your children. And they're saying that you don't have to worry because you will be lucky in love. Anything else? No. Okay. So we're done with that one. But again, this is the first half of January. You're still not taking any action. There's no action being taken. You want it. You're thinking about it. You're daydreaming. You're just not doing yet. Second half of January, you have this Princess of Summer. Now, this card, in traditional tarot, this would be the Page of Cups. It says, a gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced. At the bottom, it says, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Now, this is all about being open to new love. But if you look, she doesn't look real open to love. She's sitting there you know, she's still like looking in the direction of the past. She's not exuberantly facing the future. She doesn't have a cup in her hand. She doesn't have her arms open ready for embrace. She's still got her arms in front of her in a protective stance. You know, there's very detailed techniques on how to read body language. This is not body language of someone that's ready to open up for love. So they want you to know that you are going to have this new love, this new beginning, this new start. You want it, you're thinking about it, but again, you're just thinking about it, Virgo. You're not doing anything about it yet. Okay. So this is the relationship that you'll have the renewal with. Because this Princess of Summer, this is about, you know, new relationship, new beginnings, new starts, fresh starts. So this person that you're going to be returning to, for some of you, could be someone that you were married to, could have been someone that you had a long-term committed relationship with. There you go, you can see the cards now. But you have false person, occupation, and marriage. So things fell apart, and they did not fall apart on a happy note. There were hurtful things said, there were hurtful things that were done. There were things that were not said. Still to this day, there are things that have not been said, but the two of you are still in each other's minds. You're still thinking about each other. See how he's staring at her? You still continue to think about them. They've still continued to think about you. But instead of focusing on that, what you have done since things fell apart is you've just been focused on your job. You've thrown yourself completely into work. And for a lot of you, they're saying like you've gone numb. You know, sometimes you'll be sewing until your fingers are numb. They're saying that you've gone numb. You need to open your heart again. Marriage. What's this couple? One more. Okay. So I was pulling cards on this marriage to find out a little bit more of what's this couple, what's going on with this. Because that's where things are going to be going. That's going to be this new opportunity, this new love. We have this mature woman. We have change, we have family room, and we have a mature man. Now, these two are a couple. But you notice, I'm going to spread them out since I can't hold them up by the camera so you can see them all. Okay, but you notice they're not together. They're totally separated by distance. And they're separated. This change card, you see he's moving out. He's putting all the stuff in his car. He's leaving. He's moving homes. He's moving residences. He's packing everything up. He's got lamps. He's got chairs. He's got all of it. So the two of you, in fact, were married or you lived together. You did have, it was more than just a, dating. You had been together for quite some time. You may have had commingled assets. But you were definitely together, but you are not together. You see, they're at a distance. You also see this family room. This would be the parlor room. This is the room where you have intimate conversations. You share secrets. You only allow those that you're closest with to come into that room. So you two are very close. You do have this connection, but you are not together. You are separated by distance. So that's the one that you're wanting to have this new beginning, this new start with. And again, this is talking about what's going to be happening in the second half. Oh, some of you feel like, you see at the bottom of the deck, this is the poverty card. Some of you feel like you don't really have anything to offer. And for some of you, that may be very well why you've been working so hard. But you see, he's torn, he's dingy, he's tattered, he's been out cleaning chimneys, he's a young chimney sweep. But for some of you, you feel like you don't have anything to offer. You feel like you won't be accepted. But They want you to know, this is the most positive blessed card in the deck. It's a great fortune. They want you to know it is going to turn out well, because that's why you're stuck. You're not moving because most of you, the whole reason you are not moving is because you are fearful that this isn't going to work. When in fact it is. You'll be walking back into the fold. You'll be leaving. It's funny, this is like second degree. You'll be leaving the one situation you're in, coming to the other, because again, it's about a choice and it will be positive. But, okay, that's it. But you're afraid, you're so worried on how it's going to turn out, that even still, the second half of the month, you're still thinking about it. You're still sitting on a log though. You're still not doing anything about it. And they're saying that's okay, because you're doing some preparations that you need to do for it. So let's talk about what the angels are recommending you do. Now, by the end of the month, they're saying you will finally make the decision to go for it. You still won't be taking any action, but you will have finally made the decision to go for it. Now, the two original cards that came out for you, these are the angels' recommendations. If you're a person who's been with me for a while, you know the angels, they will always make recommendations. That's just what they do. Do the angels come through and say what's happened and what's going to happen? Absolutely. Do they give a lot of details about what's going to happen? Absolutely. But the angels are here to support us and to help us. So they always give information to help make things easier, help speed things up, help us navigate through things. So they're not going to just tell us, oh, well, here's what's going to happen. Good luck with that. Have fun. They're going to say, well, here's what's going on. Here's why it's going on. Here's what you can do. Because if they just say, here's what's going on, here's what's going to happen, well, there may be action steps and things you need to do. And if you don't take those action steps, well, then it's not going to turn out like they're saying. That's contingent upon you. You know, we have free will. There are things that we have to do. And it can delay things. It can postpone things. So they are always going to give us recommendations. And if we take their recommendations, it'll make life easier. So some of you, they're not telling you what to do, but they are giving you recommendations to help you. Now, actually, we're going to do this. I'll tell you what, we need a bigger table. We need more room, but then you guys can't see the details of the cards. So, okay. So the first card on each is what had come out. And then they were telling me to pull the bottom cards, the bottom two cards. So this is not the order. That's the order they came out in. Okay. So you have this rejuvenating rain. At the bottom it says, clear the past, heal the present. This is really all about healing past emotional wounds, releasing all those blocks and limitations, forgiving the past, forgiving everyone involved, including yourself. You must forgive yourself. It's time to stop beating yourself up. The time has come to really forgive yourself and let it all go so that you can move forward. And they're encouraging you to trust that it's going to be successful. You know, they were saying it's time to open your heart. You've got this voyage of the heart. And at the bottom it says love flows through you and to you. You again have these fish. Fish are all indicative. They're signs of money. You have been so focused on work, so focused on money. Many of you, there's this like deep-seated fear that you don't have the money, you don't have the finances to offer. That is not something that's a concern. And for some of you, it would help you to do some abundance manifesting things to help switch that, because since you are so worried about money, you know, if we're really worried about something happening, then what we do at Law of Attraction, we create that. So like people that are, you know, always trying, you know, say you've got a couple and they've been trying to have a baby, and they're so focused on, we want a baby, we keep trying, we want a baby, we don't have a baby, we want a baby. Well, when you're putting out we want, that means you don't have, which means you're continuing to put lack out. And then the second they stop worrying about it and they stop focusing on it and they stop thinking about it, suddenly they get pregnant. Well, that's because they're no longer putting the lack out there. So if you're putting out, I want more money, I need more money, I don't have enough money, you're putting out to the universe lack. You don't want to put out lack. So you want to do affirmations of I have plenty of abundance. Money flows into me. I have more money flowing in than I can spend. There's also different things that you can do to grow your finances. If you're interested in those, ask me below and I'll give you guys some details. But main thing is to start changing the energy of that. Instead of thinking about lack and what you don't have, one thing you're going to notice improvement with right away is change that. And if you don't want to jump right into the positive affirmations, at least just stop stressing and freaking out about it. But in order to counterbalance the stressing and worrying, put out those positive affirmations. But you're all worried about money. You're all focused about money. And you do have this little ship here. And there was twice we had anchors come up. So you have pulled the anchor out of the other path you were on with the other person you were in the relationship with, the commitment with. Some of you are at the very tail end of that. You're just tying up those loose ends. That's part of why you haven't taken this leap of faith yet. You're wrapping all that up, ready to move in a new direction. To move in this new direction, you are being encouraged to open up your heart. Because it's not going to work if you don't open up your heart. And you want to open up your heart. You want to open up to give love. You want to open up to receive love. They're saying that you can also trust opening up your heart. You can trust that person. Up here, we've got the person you're asking about is trustworthy. There's a prayer. Thank you for helping me have faith, so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. She, he, they are trustworthy. Yes, there were things in the past that were done on both sides of hurting each other. Yes, there were things that were not said on both sides, but they are trustworthy, just as you're trustworthy. If you remember that one card, actually I already started mixing them back up. If you remember the one card, oh, here it is. She's holding this white rose. White is all about innocence. So yes, in the heat of passion, we'll all say hurtful things. If we're feeling hurt, we're feeling attacked, that's our human nature. But just as you are innocent, they are innocent. It's just something that needs to be communicated. And yes, you can trust them. There are some, you have concerns about whether or not you can trust this person. Yes, you can. They're telling you yes. And for those of you that were saying this is the mother of your children, mother of your future children, it does say your children are watched over by angels. At the bottom, the prayer says, "Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children, ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so I know best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children." Your heart's calling you to go in your new direction. You're thinking about it. You're going to spend the whole month January thinking about it. You're also going to spend the whole month January working toward it and preparing for it. Trust those feelings. You're being guided in that direction for a reason. Because if you can trust and take action and listen to that, and also, they're saying also share how you feel. That's also part of opening your emotions. The prayer at the bottom says, "Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love." Because when you do that, you will have miracles happen. And at the bottom it says, "Expect the wondrous to emerge." There is a lot of fear. There's another sign that was filled with a lot of fear. I think it was Sagittarius, maybe it was Taurus. Maybe you have some connections with them. Maybe it's your moon or your rising sign. But you have a lot of fear, but there's nothing for you to fear. You're going to be so happy when you finally take this leap of faith, and you're going to be like, holy moly, why did I not do this in May of 2018? Why did I wait so long? It's so amazing now. It's a gift from God. It's a miracle. Holy crap. What was I thinking? But then don't beat yourself up about the delays. Everything divinely happens the way it's supposed to. They're getting them ready. They're getting you ready. Things can't come together until it is the perfect divine time. So it won't come together until it's time, until you're ready and they're ready. Then magic will happen. They want you to know it is going to happen. Some of you, they're giving me, some of you are like really doubting that it's going to happen because history, things have transpired, things have happened. It's like you're totally doubting, like, yeah, it'd take a miracle for this to come together. Yeah, it'd take a miracle. There's no way this isn't going to happen. Oh, no way. But let's actually put this card on top because they want you to know, stop doubting. You have a miracle headed your way. Walk through the door. It's time for you to walk through the door. It's time for you to open your heart and walk through the door. Okay. So, let's go ahead and pull your angel answer card, Virgos. Think of a question. If there's some question that you have that has not been answered, something that's still burning on your mind, I'm going to pull one angel answer card for you, and then I'm going to read it from the book, and and we're going to be done with you. Okay. I don't think the angels could be any more clear with letting you know you don't have anything to worry. These dreams, these wishes of yours, oh, they're going to happen. They're going to come true. You have no need to worry about it. Your worries and concerns regarding your question are unnecessary. God and your angels have the situation well in hand, and everything is going to turn out perfectly. Obsessing over this subject isn't helpful. The energy of fear and worry only shows the eventual manifesting of your desires. Visualize loving and happy outcomes and keep your thoughts positive. Very soon you will wonder why you're worrying about this at all. So, Virgos, I can't wait to hear how things go. I do wish you all an amazing month. Happy New Year. And I hope your month's filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings. I'll talk with you soon.